Night, 3 a.m. You're lying in bed. The room is perfectly quiet. But in your head, there's a real roar. These aren't thoughts about love or vacation plans. This is the sound of a calculator you can't turn off. You feel it physically, a heaviness in your chest, like someone placed a brick there. You remember that purchase at lunch, completely impulsive, unnecessary. Now you're checking your balance in the app, and these numbers, they just don't match up with who you thought you'd be at this age. Your stomach clenches into a tight knot. This isn't just anxiety, this is physical shame. You're 30, or a little older. By all the unwritten rules, you should already have a foundation. But instead of a foundation, you feel like you're standing on thin ice that cracks every time you get another notification about a credit card payment or rent bill. You're staring at the ceiling, thinking, where did I take the wrong turn? I work. I'm smart. Why do I still feel like a teenager trying to fool adults, pretending I have everything under control? Let's be honest. This isn't about the numbers. This is about how money quietly takes away your right to peace. They sold you the idea that if you get a degree, find a stable job, and don't buy that unnecessary avocado toast, everything will be fine. That's a lie. We live in the era of dopamine capitalism. The entire world around you, from social media algorithms to the Apple Pay interface, is designed so you'll spend $50 faster than you can take a breath. Listen, stop beating yourself up. You're not a failure. You're just a human with a brain that's evolutionarily not adapted to a buy now, pay later system. Your anxiety isn't a sign of weakness. It's an SOS signal from your security system. But you know what really pisses me off? Internet advice like, just invest $100 a month in an index fund, and in 30 years, you'll be a millionaire. It sounds right, but it doesn't help when you need to pay for a dentist visit right now, or when you just want to feel alive after a 50-hour work week. This isn't about your coffee. This is about us trying to buy a sense of control where it's long been gone. Money isn't math. Money is emotion. It's your safety. When your bank account is close to zero, your brain perceives this as a physical threat. And that's exactly why you make the dumbest purchases precisely when you have the least money. You're trying to buy yourself out of this stress state for at least 15 minutes. Here's a term that should become your new religion. Walk-away money. Money to leave. When you buy something you don't need, you're not just spending $100. You're selling a piece of your future time. You're literally saying, I'm willing to sit through another whole day at this job where they don't respect me for these sneakers. You want to buy something, but your brain is actually seeking validation. So you buy it, and 2 days later, you feel empty. Because things don't give freedom. Your goal in your 30s plus isn't Wealth Forbes style. It's the right to say no to a toxic boss, no to a relationship held together only by a shared budget, and no to a life you don't like. If you don't have a cushion that covers at least 3 months of your life, you're trapped. And it doesn't matter how much you earn, $3,000 or $10,000 a month. If you spend it all, you're not free. When you start seeing every saved dollar as a brick in the wall of your independence, your relationship with money will change forever. Let's get specific, without complicated spreadsheets and boredom. First, the 48-hour rule. Want something more expensive than a regular lunch? Leave it in your cart for 2 days. It sounds simple, but it breaks the dopamine loop. If after 48 hours the desire is still there, okay, buy it. But 8 times out of 10, you'll realize it was just an impulse to fill an emotional hole. Second, automate the freedom tax. Don't wait until the end of the month. There's never any money left at the end of the month. Your expenses always inflate to the size of your income. Set up an automatic payment on the day your paycheck arrives. Let it be $50 or $100. This isn't money for later. This is your contribution to the right to leave anywhere at any moment. Third, stop playing status games. We spend money we don't have on things we don't need to impress people we don't even like. Spoiler, nobody cares about your car or your bag brand as much as you do. People don't care. So why are you paying for their attention with your peace of mind? You're 30-something, and this is the best moment to stop apologizing for your financial situation and start building it. Imagine your morning in a year. You wake up. You know that in your account sits an amount that gives you a 6-month cushion. You walk into a coffee shop and buy that same coffee, but this time it doesn't taste like guilt because you know where every dollar goes. You're no longer on trial in your own bed at 3 a.m. You're the owner of your life. Money isn't about numbers. It's about being able to breathe fully. It's about looking at the future not with horror, but with curiosity. Do this today. Open a savings account. Right in the app. Name it Walk Away Money. Transfer the first $20 there right now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, now. This is your first step out of the cage. Hi, I'm Nicolina. My area of interest is financial psychology. I'm searching for the answer to the main question. What exactly in our thinking becomes either a springboard to wealth or an invisible cage that keeps us from reaching a new level for years? And in the comments, write, what purchase in the last week was just an attempt to buy yourself a little dopamine? Let's be honest. This is the first step to change. See you in the next video. And remember, you deserve to have not just things, but freedom.